between the New York Giants and the San Francisco 49ers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Niners at 8-2 on the year. And they coming off a loss last time out, but still in the midst of a great season. Winners of 8 of their last 10.
And quite frankly, there wasn't a whole lot to draw on in the loss last week, because they were dominating every phase of the game. You've got to hope that they show a little more life in this one, because they certainly didn't have it in their last outing.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. DeForest Buckner, a Pro Bowler when he played for the 49ers, there on the stop.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now it's 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. Touchdown! Hayden Hurst, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man is Noah Brown. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Back to throw again. He gets it to Cooks. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
On second down, here's Barkley. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view. And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football. On second down, ETN once more. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now here's Mahomes. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with ETN. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Straight ahead, Etienne. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1 yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Running left, it's Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. We often give credit to the O-line. There, 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Tyson Campbell up to make the stop.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Niners take over 5-10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They go play action here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Full to run. Kasi there on the tackle.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Etienne. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Hey, 43.
one more time with ETN. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball third time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
They'll try to run with ETN. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Again, it's Barkley, and he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. They'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Oftentimes, broken tackles are his specialties. And put another one on his tally there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. One-on-one, not likely to get him down. You need everyone else to get there and help you. I think they were signaling for you and I to jump on the pile and try and get him down, weren't they?
You don't want me out there, I promise you. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. They'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it, and they'll take it out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And that's complete to Cooks. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Barkley, inside handoff. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 98 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down to the 27-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Well, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. A handoff, Barkley running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7. Another toe for Etienne. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Etienne up the middle, and this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 145 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A handoff to Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. He's back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Back to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Mahomes. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the first crack here in overtime goes to the New York Giants as we are back underway. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Now a first throw here in overtime. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Niners are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Boy, that's a tough one right there, CD. They fought back to tie it, to send it to overtime, had all the momentum, and then that interception.
That fighting spirit, those fighting plays that got them back into it, maybe a little too aggressive there, throwing the interception, and now they've opened the door to get beat by a field goal coming back the other way.
They'll start on the ground, Etienne. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll go again with Etienne. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. What can Mahomes do now with his overtime drive? And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They picked up a first down and a whole lot more. Forget about just looking for the sticks. They went well beyond the stick.
I know they were talking about guarding the sticks on defense. They didn't guard them very well. They got a big-time completion on a third down. That's almost a backbreaker, isn't it? In overtime, every play's importance is magnified. And that one could turn out to be huge.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Yellow.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And some room to work. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Hey, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So for San Francisco, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they go down to defeat for just the second time in 11 games so far. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move.